us through those last 3.5 minutes that was so challenging to try to get the stops you need and also the makes to kind of hold on once you had it. I think it was like 101, 100 at that point.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to win in this league. Obviously, a lot of balls didn't bounce our way towards the end. And, whenever you got Luka on the team, and Kyrie, it's kind of tough. But, we made some good plays at the end. We just came up short. It's unfortunate.
You made it very clear you're here to win, but on a night where you get flowing like that, what's the benefit of being able to play like that and carry it maybe even right into tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. No, that's just the most important thing. I'm always, worry about how I can improve, myself and my teammates. How can I get my teammates the best shot? How can I get my best shot? So, with time, I know it's going to click at the right time with everything. So, I'm just being me, night in, night out.
Are you getting a better sense of when go time is for you? I know they say all the time they want you to shoot, but clearly when they're doubling Jimmy with their height inside against Bam, do you sort of get a read of, okay, this is got to be me, this is on me maybe a little more tonight?
Yeah, I mean, you try to give it to our two guys, Jimmy and Bam, and then you just be a ball player after that. Obviously you don't want to be a cone and just sit there. You read the game. You might have cuts. You might have a wide open shot. So, just growing and learn how to play with them too has been super beneficial for me.
Okay.
Erik, was there something in particular when the game turned that you saw as the reason why it turned when it was 1 point? Was it just them hitting the threes?
Yeah, I mean, really it was two ball in the air, ball on the floor plays. The first one was ball on the floor. That it was a deflection. It was a great defensive possession. Caleb was, trying to deny Irving, and then it kind of went through his legs, and then it got like all over the place, and then it went to Doncic. I believe he stepped out, based on what we saw, but we couldn't see it. I think they're supposed to review that. We were telling them to review it just to see if it was a 2 or a 3. I think if they saw that, I believe that could change. But I mean, Doncic, I've seen that play a lot. End of the buzzer. And he just made a big one from there. And then Irving hit one as well on a 3 yards and a crowd of dust on a rebound. It kind of bobbled, tipped, and then of course it ended up, in his hands wide open, and that just kind of gave him a little bit more separation. We had an open 3. Missed a couple at the rim, and then they just made some big plays. Obviously, Exum hit a big 3 at the end of the clock, so that's 9 points on threes. And then Exum hit a big one in the middle of the paint. Don just found him down there, and they made theirs, and we missed some, on our end.
A couple of things on Jimmy. He seemed to hurt his left wrist in the first half on that block shot by Kleber. Was that a factor? And we've seen Dallas do this before, double team him a lot. How much did that impact his night and his output?
Yeah, I mean, that definitely had an impact. They, were pretty committed to getting the ball out of his hands and getting him out of his sweet spots from there. It's good that we see a lot of these things because we have to find, different ways then to make sure he gets activated and other ways that, he can get to his strength zones, and he's fully capable of that. I also need to do a better job, getting him top of the floor and into some other areas where it's not as easy to corral him.
The way Duncan's going, the role he's on, I mean, how helpful is that? And maybe this is simplistic. Was it almost like, I don't want to say fool's gold early, but because you kept draining the threes, was there sort of maybe, I don't want to say over-reliance, but maybe took you away from the physicality of getting to the line?
No, they were pretty committed to protecting the paint tonight, and I think they've had an emotional week. And this was one of their better, defensive performances. Really committed to, making that ball kick out. Those were the right plays. Now, there's some things we could have done to make it a little bit tougher for them, to protect the paint. A lot of that is on me. But some of the three-point looks we had were very good. You have to take what's available and what that possession presents, whatever the open shot may be. All right, thank you.